Hi guys, so today I have what is the cutest alphabet to share with you guys. It's new from Die Press there on HSN. They did send this item free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And it is the candy cane alphabet. Oh my goodness. Let's look at this guy. So we'll give a quick measure, and then I have been like rosette crazy recently, and so I think I'm gonna do little rosettes. I think that'd be really cute to like do like cupcake toppers, or just to include in a little gift bag, oh my gosh, or on a tag or something like that. I think that'd be adorable. So just do something a little bit different with our alpha today. And let's see, so we have all our letters, so A through Z, and as you can see, I mean, it's what it is, candy cane alphabet. Super cute. Oh my goodness. And so I was curious to see the sizing of them, so that way I know about what size I want my rosettes to be. So let's see here. So let's look at the height. And I'm looking at the height of like the actual cut that might be. This one's easier to measure. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just looking for like cutting edge to cutting edge, like the actual die cut. It looks like 1 3/8. It's just shy of 1.5 inches. I don't know if you can see where I'm kind of pointing. Really cute, and then of course they have different widths depending on the letter. So I'm going to grab some papers and we're just going to get right to it. I also want to give you a little tip. Actually, we can do that right now. Let's see. I think I'm probably going to do ho 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 because that's fun, and maybe some other words. What I wanted to show you guys, I was just thinking about this with alphas that have like stripes, but you know, there's no background for it. Now you can just add some paper and then kind of trim it down in a way that helps, but let's say we were to cut this out. And I'm just using any scrap of paper here, and I'll grab this guy. And it did come with a new cutting folder, of course Die Press sets always do, but any machine that cuts thin metal dies will work with these dies. So here I have my little letter H. What you can do is hold on to this piece, and I would cut it from something that would make sense, but I'm just going to use this coral piece of paper here and just place it there, and then I'm going to trace this. Now this is just if you want like a two-tone kind of thing, and I would definitely use a pencil, but for whatever reason right now I can only find... Wait, is this pencil? Hold on, we're in luck. I think this is a pencil. Interesting pencil. Okay, so if you trace that, and with alphas, it's pretty easy, especially because, you know, the shape isn't super intricate or anything like that. I'm not going to use these scissors. These scissors are not great. I would use like a smaller scissor, like this little guy. And just cut right on the line, and then you can erase the line. But basically, these are going to fit behind the letter anyway, so even if you're a little bit off, it's fine. So I'm just going to take a moment to kind of go around and cut this out. And I will be right back. Just come around this last bit. And I would say cut right on the line. If you want to erase it, you know, go for it. But now you can just glue those together, and, you know, it took seconds, really. So you can do that that way. And of course, like I said, I should have done Christmas colors so you get the idea, but there it is. Okay, so let me grab some papers. We're going to do some rosettes and add our little lettering to them. Cupcake toppers, those kind of things. Really cute. I'll be right back. Rosettes, we're going to make this really easy. My favorite thing to do. This is 8.5 by 11 inch paper. Usually a nice 12-inch strip will give you a nice rosette. 11 inches, you know, it's negligible. So I'm just going to cut these guys. And I like to do 1-inch strips, but to start off I'll do like a strip that's 2 inches. And then I'll go ahead and score every 1/4 inch along the whole strip. And I'll do the same thing with the red one. And that will give me 2 rosettes at one time, because what happens is I'll just put this on here and I just grab this mini guy, but that's okay. Let's put it right there, and then I'll mark the other parts later. But every 1/4 inch, so here's, you know, there, but there's my 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. Again, I grabbed a mini scoring tool, so I'll finish scoring these other 1/4 inches in just a minute. But just go down the whole strip, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, okay? All the way across. I'll be back. So I cut several different strips at the 2 inches and went ahead and did those. Just sat and watched some TV, and 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. Okay, and so what we're going to do with these guys is go ahead and just cut them to 1 inch. And I do this before I fold them. If you like to fold them back and forth while they're super long, or, you know, wider, then go ahead and do that. I'm going to cut it 1 inch. And I'll do the same with the rest of them, and then you just start folding. If you like folding up, down, it doesn't matter. But you're gonna go one way then the other along the whole strip. Okay, and I'll do that with all my little strips. Okay, guys, so have my little pieces here. So cute. Oh, they sound all crispy. I love it. So I've mentioned before in other rosette videos that you know, the way you begin one, you end the, well, you know, you just go and do the whole thing. And if you're putting two pieces together, again, these are 11.5-inch strips, so I didn't really go for the 12-inch or whatever was going on there. Usually they're smaller and you add them together, or you put two, however many together. So this starts and ends going the same direction, which is weird because when you go to glue it, obviously we have to overlap more than maybe we want to. Just cut a piece off and then glue it, you know, so that you don't have to glue two pieces. It's just the math, you know, so it just depends how long your strips were and what happened there. So for this one I am gonna glue two areas together to make that work. And again, since this is like for a cupcake topper, I'm not spending the most time because generally I would do something a little bit different. Oh, look at that. I cut that a little bit crooked, didn't I? But that doesn't matter. So they're very forgiving. I am making sure one end is exactly the same though. So I'm gonna do that with all these little guys. And if I can do this, I don't know if I should right now, is show you about what we're going for when you turn it. So it still has nice little pleats, but it could be fuller, right, if you want to put two of them together. But I think for this, for cupcake topper, I'm just going to go for it. It's going to look really, really sweet. So I'm going to put them all together in rings, just like I just showed. And then, in the meantime, from the same color of paper, I'm going to cut little circles. This happens to be a 1.5-inch punch, so that works fine. Oh, sorry, that was louder than I expected. We're just going to get these little guys. So I'll need 3... maybe 4 of each color if I decide to do all 4. But for sure for ho ho ho, I need 3 of each color. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out my letters. And I'm going to have some fun with this. So wherever I have red, I'm going to use a green letter and a white background. So from like this little guy, I'm going to cut out a scallop circle. Probably like a 1.5-inch or so size scallop circle. So just taking some pearlescent card. And then from green glitter card and from red glitter card, I'll be cutting out my little letters. So probably all the H's will be green and all the O's will be red. Okay, so when I come back, I'm going to have my hot glue gun ready and we're just going to put everything together. Okay, so I put a mat down just in case I don't want to get glue all over everything, but look how pretty these look just in my hand. I love it. So what I'm going to do, I have everything here. Actually, my little, rest of my little 1.5-inch circles are there. All I'm going to do is probably first stick these down to these little guys. These are going to be on top. So I'm just going to go around and glue those down. All my letters. And they all have white backgrounds, so that's fine. There's no choice there. What I'm going to do is combine the red letters with like the green backgrounds, you know, the green rosettes. So I'm just going to put that down. And all of them. Why? This was so much fun. Okay, I'll be back. All our cute little toppers. And so I'm just going to start. So, you know, I usually like to do them just up in the air like this. Give them a squish just to get them ready. So I'll put them on the red base, like the red ones. And we just come in like this. And that's it. So I'll have to pay attention to the one where it kind of doubled over just because it's a little bulkier in that area. But I'm just going to put a good amount of hot glue. And if you need to squeeze them in later, you can definitely get some under the little areas. But we have this. Just make sure everyone's where they should be. And I just kind of squeeze them in. And you can squeeze them in until they touch, like in the center as much as possible. Or you can leave it a little bit larger. You know, it's whatever works for you. I'm just going to squeeze them all in so to try to get them as uniform as I can. This hot glue takes a little second, so I'm just going to wait, but I can show you for, see, it already wants to move, but that's what that looks like, and then we're going to just glue that on top. Okay, and I'll be back once I have them all glued down to their bases. I just put that on there for a little bit of weight. These you can definitely just glue with regular glue if you like. I'm still going to use the hot glue gun since it's on. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little toothpick just to make them, again, cupcake toppers, if this thing would come out. Let's see, is there a spot where it's more open? There we go. These guys are in there. Okay. So, you know, you can place one now or whenever or wherever you think it looks the best. Yeah, maybe there. I'll tighten that up a little bit. So like right in there. And another thing, you know, if you want to put this on a banner, like on some, what's it called? Oh, you know what? Sorry guys, I meant to put that towards the back. Look at me getting distracted here. So that way when you put this on top, you know, the toothpick doesn't show. If you want to put it in the front, that's fine. That's kind of what I was going to mention, is if you want to put on some twine or like baker's twine or something like that, you can put that in front and then put this right on top, and you can make a little banner to save yourself a step, or you stick it to the back, but you need to put another little something to help you hold it down, or it might stay down just with a hot glue gun, dab of glue, you know. But there's that, and then this little guy, and again. And you can have these ready. You don't have to put the little toothpick in there, because what if you want to use them for something else? So just get them ready, and then you'll have them, if you want to put a toothpick on the back, that's good too. Okay, so I'm going to hold that down, and I'll do the same with all of them. Green on red, red on green. That was the plan. Okay guys, so I just finished up. I think I even have some string still here. So, made a little miscalculation with one of my colors, but that's okay. So look at this. I mean, how cute is that? So again, if you want to put like a little cupcake tower, or just each cupcake has something, or just a little message and then the rest of them are plain, or whatever it is that people like to do. I mean, how cute is that? And then I had the J was supposed to be on a red one, but I didn't realize I needed one more red one to make that work. So there's that though. How cute. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, so hopefully those are some tips that you found useful. And I mean, this is just the cutest alphabet. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.